Cool.
so that they can jump on.
Yay.
And I can do a little promo guy. Sweet. Looking good, Gilby.
All of the things.
Yay.
Let's see.
Nice.
Anna, how's the space heater been treating you?
It's okay. I got a little bit ambitious and tried to do 2 at the same time, and it flipped my breaker. So 2 at once is too many. I just have to do 1.
Oh, at least you got something.
I know, but I was like trying to get prepared for Hot 26.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need more heat, and it was like, nope, this is all you get.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I might go to Jimmy's house because she has a fireplace. So I was like, we could turn the fireplace on.
Oh, nice.
Plug in the space heater, get a little extra heat.
Does she live out in Mount Juliet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which right now it only takes 20 minutes to get there. So
that's true.
The time to go.
Yeah.
Changing the promo for this. Okay. And the Zoom link is, where did I put it, Gilbert? We talk too much. I'm going back, finding the Zoom link.
Oh.
Save. Okay. Cool. We go back now. Let me go back to our live video. We's on live. All right. Cool.
Okay. I wonder. It's really weird. I've got this screen and then my TV.
Is there a lag or
YouTube on your TV? It'll be a little bit delayed.
Yeah, it's a little delayed. I'm wondering, because I'm only hearing sound from my computer. Do you think if I unmute myself or if I mute myself on the computer, I can hear it on the TV?
Try.
We'll see. I don't know what these HDMI things do.
Can you guys, is everything good on my end? Can you hear me still?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Less drama, more music.
What's that? Oh.
Less drama, more music.
I bought this at a Slick Rick concert, along with a onesie for my niece that said, "I'm a hip hop baby from the," wait, what did it say? Oh, from the bottom of my heart, I'll never flip flop, baby. It was real cool. I never expected a Slick Rick concert to have child onesies. And they had another one too that I bought for my other niece. What that one say? I think it was like Gangster Rap Made Me Do It or something.
I really want one of those shirts. I want your shirt, I think.
This one?
Yeah.
I want the shirt off my back. I'll give it to you.
Aww. I know you would. You're such a kind person. Okay, I'm putting your promo up for right now so people get on.
Now, if other people get on, would they pop up here in the
I'm trying to promote everyone into a panelist, so then they all do. We've got 4 participants, and we have Chloe.
Hey.
I'm making you into a panelist.
Hello. Can you hear
Beatrice, making you into a panelist.
Who?
Putting you all in panelist mode.
We lost one. We got them back.
Yeah, they move over into the panelist mode.
I just got promoted.
You get promoted in this class.
Anna, hi.
Yo.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really excited to do a fusion class, really excited.
I know.
How are you?
I'm good. Just you know, trying to get warm. I've got my little space heater going and, you know, trying to stay in yoga.
We got the crew on YouTube. We've got the crew on Zoom.
Yay.
Awesome.
Boy, it's good to see ya.
Yay.
I'm so glad to see you guys.
Yeah, I know.
Yay.
Cool. All right. Danielle, you just tell me when things
You're
are
good. You're all set up and ready to go. So.
All right. Should we hold up for a minute or we just?
Whatever you would like to do.
Well.
How's YouTube doing? Give us, oh look, we got Swift Clan who just put in a big smiley face on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, let's get started. Cool. And
smiley face on YouTube. Oh wait, sorry. Let me just. You're gonna get an echo if I don't mute everything. Okay. All right, we're good.
All right, cool. Well, let's start in a ragdoll. So everyone, make your way to your mat. And feet's about hips distance apart. And now from here, you can grab opposite elbows. And just rock and sway side to side. Really allow your upper torso to hang heavy. You can bring a generous bend into your knees. If there's another variation you want to take, you can switch your elbow grip. You can interlace your fingers behind your thighs, interlace your fingers behind your back. If you haven't, maybe shake your head no, not yes. Go ahead and release your grip. Hands hang towards the floor and keep your chin tucked. Unroll one vertebra at a time, all the way to a standing position. Shoulders up and down your back. Fingers wide at your sides. Go ahead and lower your left ear to your left shoulder. And if you want, you can bring your left hand up and over. Just grab behind the ear. Feel a gentle lift at the back of your head and bring your chin towards your shoulder. If you want to get more into it, actively reach to your right fingertips. Just take one more breath out. Go ahead and release. Inhale at the center and exhale, right ear, right shoulder. And same options, you can stay. You can take your right arm up and over. A little bit of traction as you lift. You can extend your left fingertips. Just take one more breath out. And release. Just go ahead and rock your head side to side. If you feel comfortable, maybe taking a complete neck roll. As you're ready, let your chin settle and lift through the crown of your head. Shoulders up and down your back one more time. Inhale, sweep your hands high, bring your palms to touch. And open mouth, exhale, hands down through your heart. All the way back to your sides. Inhale through your nose, sweep your palms up. They touch and open mouth, exhale. All the way down. 3 more just like that. Inhale, sweep up. Twice more. Last one. Making the complete round. Breathe into the top. Open mouth, exhale all the way down, hands by your sides. Inhale, fill up, palms to touch. And exhale through your nose, bring your hands to your heart. And if they're not together, step your feet together. And take a moment here to acknowledge yourself for showing up. For giving yourself this space and just making it to your mat. And acknowledge and honor your reason for doing so. Or if you have an intention, feel free to bring that up as often as you need to throughout your practice. I just offer up these movements, this breath, this space to you, and do whatever it is that you need to do. Take these poses as far as is comfortable. Hold back when you need to hold back. Take one more breath in. And exhale, hands by your side. Let's begin. Notice how the weight feels distributed underneath your feet. And find balance between the ball mounds of your toes and your heels. And engage your quads, feel your kneecaps lift. Now, even though the feet are touching, think about an external rotation as you bring your glutes together. And inhale, mountain pose. Now, from your hips to your feet, you're thinking locked and grounded into the floor. From your hips to your fingertips, you're extending. So even if your ribs lift, let your shoulders lift just a little bit. They're not crowding your ears, but they're just rising with your ribs. Take one more breath in and back bend on your exhale. Cactus your arms. So strong in your back. Pull your shoulders together. Open your heart to the ceiling. Weight is in your heels. Stay through one more breath out. And inhale, mountain pose. Bring your palms to touch. Now stay active in your hands, so heels under the palms, press all the way through the length of your fingertips. Biceps by your ears, take one more breath in and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Hands to your shins, inhale, halfway lift. Bring more weight towards your toes, and find a lift in your chest as you reach it towards the floor, tilt your pelvis forward. Take one more inhale. And crouch and curl on the exhale. Fingertips to the floor, hips to your heels, and forehead to your knees. So press into your fingertips like you're creating more space in your chest for your thighs. Lift your heels high over your toes. And reaching your back towards the ceiling. One more inhale. Exhale, ground your heels. Inhale, mountain pose. Press for your feet. Reach as high as you can. Exhale, back bend, cactus your arms. Press your hips forward. Inhale, mountain pose, hands together overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. Now, if your hips are rested on your heels, continue to squeeze your thighs to one another and see if you can lift your hips just another inch. So this way you're using more muscle engagement to keep you lifted. And one more inhale. Exhale, ground your heels. Inhale, mountain pose. Bring your palms together overhead and take a steeple grip. So in your steeple grip, you're interlacing all your fingers except for your pointer fingers. Your pointer fingers release towards the ceiling. And now really squeeze the heel of your palm into one another. So there's no gap of light. Then hands reach high overhead. Go ahead and tick-tock, side to side, warm up. If you want to take some circles, take them in one direction. Back the other. Leaning back and standing with your arms overhead in 3, and 2, and 1. Now ground through your feet. Inhale, lengthen as much as you can. Knock your hips to the left and exhale, reach to the right. And heels of your palms squeeze tight. Left ribs back, right ribs forward. Left hip point towards the front of your mat. And both feet ground evenly into the floor. Use your right arm to lengthen. Sink a little deeper here for 3. Continue to breathe for 2. Inhale, rise to center. And exhale, take it to the left. Bump your hips right. Reach to the top left corner of your rib. Roll your right ribs back, left ribs forward. Yeah. Was that right? No, right ribs forward, left ribs back. And right hip point towards the front. Use your left arm to reach. Sink a little deeper here, 3. Stay 2, and inhale, rise to center. Release your grip and back bend on your exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, mountain pose, palms to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, crouch and curl. This time, if you want to play with your balance, squeeze your thighs together. Maybe you wrap your forearms around your shins, grab for opposite elbows, make yourself into the tiniest ball you can. Focus on the ball mounds of your big toes for your balance. One more inhale. Exhale, ground your heels. Inhale, mountain pose, return to your steeple grip. Settle on your exhale. Press through your feet and inhale, lift, lengthen. Hot half moon on the exhale. Take it to where you left off. And reevaluate here. How does this feel? Can you take it a little further? So now as you take it further, allow yourself space to extend on the inhales. And relax your body and let go, and maybe you sink deeper, maybe you stay right where you are. Last 5. Breathe here for 4. Reach for 3. Find your deepest expression. 2, and inhale, rise to center. Stay for the breath out. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, hot half moon to the left. Again, take it back to where you left off. Notice how it feels here. Now, can you go further, or do you need to stay here? You can keep pressing your hips right. Keep lengthening. Use your left arm. Maybe sink a little deeper. Last 5. Reach for 4. Got it. 3, 2, and inhale. Rise back to center. Now keep your arms as they are. Let the back of your head hang heavy. Stay grounded here in your heels. Reach up, look up, and exhale. Slowly take it back. Bring your fingertips to follow your gaze. So you can bring your biceps by your ears. Keep your heels grounded. Glutes squeezed tight, hips lifted, sternum lifted before going back. Find your edge, hold, and breathe for 7. Stay 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale with control. Come on. Now keep your arms long and breathe in. And with the flat back, hinge from your hips, biceps by your ears, slowly lower all the way to the floor. Release your grip. Bend one knee, straighten one leg, rock your hips side to side. And now go ahead and bend your knees as much as you need to slide your fingertips underneath your heels. So you're trying to work your forearms behind your calves, pinkies side by side. If that's not accessible to you, just press your palm or your hands against the back of your legs, or grab for your calves, grab for your ankles. Now lengthen your spine and exhale, fold forward. Ground through your feet, begin to lift your hips. Bring your forehead towards your shins and pull against your heels. Press your elbows away from your body so they're trying to touch the back wall, trying to wrap around your legs. Hold and breathe. You're here. 7. Continue to lift your hips for 6. Breathe through it for 5 and 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, let it go. Bring your palms back to touch. Return to your steeple grip. Biceps by your ears. Flat back brings you all the way up and out. And exhale, hands by your sides. Beautiful. Separate your feet, hips distance. Lift your arms, shoulder height. So fingers stay zipped tight towards one another. Shoulders stay back in their sockets. And take a deep breath in and exhale, lower into your seat. So first, chair pose in the awkward series. Knees and toes point in the same direction. Your chest is naturally going to lean forward, but keep your shoulders drawn back. So feel the lift here in your chest as you sit your hips down and back. Continue to ground through your heels. Squeeze the muscles in your thighs, your legs active. Bring your knees back just a little further for 3. Knees a little deeper for 2. And inhale, slowly rise up. Keep your arms where they are. And exhale here. Now lift and spread your toes. And ground from your small toe to your big toe. And inhale, pop up on your tiptoes. Now option 1 is to stay right here. Continue to squeeze your legs in towards one another. If you want to take it further, find a soft bend at your knees. Slide your back down the wall. Shoulders stay over your hips, heels over your toes. So neck is long, tall through the crown of your head, active in your arms, still strong here in your core. Heels high, hips low. Hold and breathe for 3 and 2. And inhale, come up. Exhale, ground your heels. Now, if you have any knee issues, take either of the first 2 variations. Third variation, bring your knees and thighs together. Now, squeeze them tight. You can stay here. Always pop your heels up about an inch off the floor. Continue to squeeze your thighs and slide your back down the wall. Shoulders over your hips. Now, knees stay pointed below your hips. So if there's a ball in your lap, it would roll off. Focus on squeezing your thighs tight. Strong in your core. Knees point down. On a 7 count, taking it all the way up for 6. Squeeze your thighs tight for 5 and 4. Last 3. You got it. 2 and 1. All the way up and exhale. Ground your heels. Relax your arms. Step your feet together. Shake it out if you need to shake it out. And inhale, mountain pose. Bring your palms to touch. An eagle on the right side. So right arm underneath your left. And draw your elbows down tight towards your chest. Keep your shoulders pulled down your back. Shift your weight into your left leg. Right crosses up and over. Now bring your weight more towards your left heel. Continue to sit your hips down and back and lift your chest. Pulling your elbows down towards your knees. So there's a lot going on, squeezing your body towards the midline of your body. Hips low, tall through the crown of your head. Last 3 and 2, 1. Inhale, mountain pose, palms touch. Take it to the left side. Left arm under. Ground through your right foot, left leg over. Now joints in a line, ankles, knees, elbows, wrists, all stacked one on top of the other. Bring your left hip back. Ground through your right heel. Sit your hips down and back. If you're struggling with balance, you can always ground your left toes. Just a little deeper. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, unwrap. And exhale, hands to your heart. Down by your sides. We grab a drink now. Is this drink time? Yeah? Sure, grab a drink. We'll do that. Oh, I forgot to do standing bow pose. All right, we'll do that. And then we'll grab a drink. It's been a while since I taught this, but it's a pleasure getting back into it. So go ahead and take a step back to the back of your mat. And bring your palms together overhead. Interlace your fingers, return to your steeple grip. And take a step forward with your right leg. Keep your biceps by your ears and lean forward. Find your balancing stick pose. Extend out through your fingertips, kick out through your toes. Muscles hugging tight to the bones, navel to spine. Reach through your fingertips. Last 7. Stay 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ground your left leg, step back. Switching sides, step your left foot forward. And start to lean forward, shift your weight into your left leg. Lighten your right, body comes to a capital T. Then extend out through your fingertips. Kick out through your toes. Hold and breathe for 7. Lower your chest for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ground your right foot, step back, hands by your sides. Go ahead and grab a drink of water. Relax, take a moment. And from here on out, anytime you need a drink, feel free to grab a drink. And as you're ready, be back at the top of your mat. Shoulders up and down your back. Fingers wide at your sides. And ground through your right or left foot. And lift your right leg for standing forward to knee. Now flex your foot. So from the side, just kind of like that, knee underneath your ankle. Now you can stay here. If you want to take it further, round your spine and interlace all 10 fingers underneath your right foot, including your thumbs. Now without compromising any bend here in your left knee, keep your left leg as straight as you can, long and engaged. If you want to move further yet, lift your gaze, look forward, and exhale, kick through your right heel. So your right heel is extended, toes flexed, long arms lifted, chest. If you want to move further yet, bend at your elbows, round your spine, bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Find your final expression, last 5, 4, 3, 2, excellent, and 1, knee at the beginning, and ground your foot, hands by your sides. Now ground through your right leg, and left leg lifts. Again, foot flex, shoulders stay back. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, begin to round your spine. Interlace all 10 fingers underneath your left leg without bending your right knee. And you can stay here. If you want to move further, look up, breathe in, and exhale, extend through your heel. Again, long arms, lifted chest, shoulders down your back. If you're ready to move further, start to bend at your elbows, tuck your chin, round your spine. Find your variation. Last 5, and 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, let it go. So for standing bow plank pose, I'm going to break it down a little further. So go ahead and extend your arms out towards the front of the room. And now reach your right arm back. So hips stay pointing towards the front of the room. Chest opens towards the side. And now from here, bring your right hand down by your side. Right foot, right hand. You can grab either the inside of your foot, up by your toes, by the arch, or down by your ankle if you're more comfortable with this pose. Now look over your left fingertips. Left hand to the ceiling, palm pointing towards the front. Lengthen on your breath in. Draw your knee back. Start to kick away from you. Now as you kick, keep your chest lifted and slowly start to lower. Now kick as much as you're pulling with equal intensity. Left leg stays straight. Focus on the ball mount of your toes. Keep engaging your quad. Hold and breathe here. Keep kicking. Keep reaching. Last 5, and 4, 3, 2, and inhale, rise up. And exhale, left or open arm twist. So right arm forward, left arm back. Now notice if your hip wants to open with you, keep your hips square towards the front. Now left hand down by your side, left foot, left hand. And reach your right arm up, open your palm towards the front. Now lengthen on your breath in, start to draw your knee back. Kick your heel up and away, kick and pull with equal intensity, and slowly lower your chest. Keep reaching through your front fingertips, keep kicking back. Find your space, hold, and breathe. And last 5, and 4, 3, 2, and inhale, come on. Mountain pose. Exhale, back up. Inhale, mountain palms touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank. Now, if you want to modify your plank pose, we'll be throwing in some vinyasas in here. Feel free to modify, come down to your knees, or you can skip the vinyasa altogether. Otherwise, shift forward, lower it through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, pull your heart through. And exhale, down dog. Now, first down dog, go ahead and welcome some movement. And inhale your right heel to the sky. Exhale, low lunge, right foot between your hands. And open a warrior 2. So left heel grounds, shoulders over your hips and wrists over your ankles. So knees and toes in your right leg point towards the front. And just try to sit low here. So your warrior 2 doesn't need to necessarily be super wide. Just want your hips open and your front toes towards the front, knee over your ankle. This can be your warrior 2, and that's great. Open your palms, look over your left hand. Hot triangle pose. Right fingertips reach for your toes. Left arm to the ceiling. Now using your right arm against your right leg, think of stacking your shoulders. And now think of rolling your left hip slightly down and towards the front of your mat. This will pull your right hip back. Can you sit your right hip a little deeper? Last 3, stay low for 2, and reverse warrior on the inhale, maintain your lunge. Right hand reaches straight up. Hold through the exhale. One more breath in, and exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, star pose. Feet at 45-degree angles, palms touch overhead. Sit low in a horse pose. Now knees and toes point in the same direction. Shoulders over your hips. You might need a slight tuck here in your tailbone. And rock side to side. And take this a little lower. And a little lower, all the way to Skandasana. You can bring your fingertips to the floor. Rock from one side to the other. Taking whatever movements you need right here. Being back in a horse pose in 3. Horse pose in 2. And 1, take a breath in. Exhale, sit low. And inhale, rise back to your star. Lower your arms to a T, pivot on your heels, toes point in. Reach wide, flat back, standing separate legs. Stretch all the way down. Now hands can grab underneath your heels. You can grab for your ankles, your calves, whatever you can reach. But try maintaining a long spine. So bend your knees if you need to. And use your arms to pull you deeper. Reach your forehead down towards the floor. Then begin to lift your hips. Hold and breathe. Active in your arms. Active through your legs. Pressing through your feet. Squeezing your quads. Lifting your hips. Tilting your pelvis forward. Hold for 5. And 4. Stay 3. Release your grip in 2. Arms wide, flat back. Inhale all the way up. Now shorten your stance. Left foot towards your right and bring your palms to touch overhead. Now taking a prayer grip overhead so your palms are together and your right thumb over your left. Pivot on your heels. Turn towards the front of your room. So if you need to widen your stance so both hips are square. Rock your left hip forward, right hip back, and biceps by your ears. Now extend and lift. Find a soft back bend as you breathe in and exhale, chin to your chest, forehead down to your right knee. It's really important here to bend your knee as much as you need to make that connection with your forehead. There's going to be a compression in your throat. Try to breathe as consistently and steady as you can. I know it's going to be difficult. If you need to release your grip, press your fingertips to the floor. And last 3, 2, and 1. Bring your palms together. Keep your chin tucked, arms long. Unroll 1 vertebra at a time, all the way back to standing. Now hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, right thumb over your left. Find a chest expansion. Top leg tree pose. Shift into your left foot. And start to lift your left leg. Turn to your right foot. Left leg lifts. You can bend your knee as much as you need to. That'll help get your stomach along your thigh. Then press your foot straight. 1 more breath in. Standing splits, fingertips to the floor. Left heel stays lifted. Take 1 more breath in. And low lunge, step your left foot down and back. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right heel to the sky. And exhale, shift to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side, left heel to the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Ground your right heel, open to warrior 2. Get hips over shoulders, wrists over ankles. Knees and toes in your left leg point in the same direction. So you can get the belly of your thigh parallel to your mat. So a little deeper. Open your palms, look over your right hand. Hot triangle pose, left fingertips reach for your toes. Right arm reaches to the ceiling. A shoulder stack. Use your left arm against your left leg to press your left ribs forward. Keep grounding through your right foot and roll your right hip down and forward just a little bit. Yep. Keep reaching through your top hip. Say 3. Last 2. And 1. Maintain your lunge. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand to the ceiling. Hips stay low. Last breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, star. Heels in, toes out. Palms touch. And exhale, horse pose. And rock a little side to side. Hold it. Now sitting low, bring your hands to your inner thighs. Lengthen, breathe in, and exhale, twist to the right. So dump your left shoulder, gaze over your right. and press into your leg to lengthen your spine. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist opposite side, lower your right shoulder, look over your left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center, palms touch. And exhale, sit low in your horse. Now inhale, rise, star pose. Arms to a T, pivot on your heels, toes in. Now wide leg forward fold of your choice. If that's keeping your arms wide, keep them wide. Otherwise, you can bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, find a chest expansion, and take the crown of your head towards the floor. Shift more weight towards your toes. Maybe welcome a soft bend at your knees. And hold and breathe for 5. Release your grip in 4. Arms wide in 3, 2, and 1. Flat back. Inhale, come up. Palms to touch overhead. Prayer grip, this time left thumb over your right. Step your left foot or right foot closer to your left. Pivot on your heels. Turn towards the top of your mat. Again, separate your feet as much as you need to. Rock your right hip forward, left hip back. And both legs active. Palms touch and reach. And exhale, chin to your chest, forehead down to your left. Again, be mindful of the compression in your throat. If it feels more comfortable, release your grip. And now if it's easy to bring your forehead to your knee, maybe tuck a little further, maybe you come to your hairline, or press your head back against your leg, eventually straightening your left leg. But really focusing on the compression in your throat. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Bring your palms back together, thumbs crossed, chin stays tucked, unroll all the way up. And exhale, hands behind your back, left thumb over your right. Find your chest expansion and toppling tree pose. Soft bend at your left knee. Float your right heel to the ceiling. This lift to the ceiling. I may welcome more of a bend here in your knee. 1 more breath in. Exhale, standing splits, fingertips to the floor. Nice. 1 more inhale. And low lunge on the exhale. Step your right foot down and back. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, shift to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And breath in. And out. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Ground your left heel. Open to warrior 2. Open your palms, look back. Hot triangle pose. Right hand down, left arm up. Commit to your lunge. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right hand straight up. And exhale, low lunge. Both hands to your mat. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward to plank to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Ground your right heel. Open to warrior 2. Open your palms, look back. Hot triangle pose. Left hand down, right arm up. And reverse warrior, stay committed. Reach high. Exhale, low lunge, both hands down. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. Up on your toes. And exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lifts and folds. Inhale, mountain pose. Back bend on the exhale. Inhale, mountain, palms together. Now exhale, hands to your heart, down by your sides. Now again, if you have any knee issues for hot tree pose, feel free to take traditional tree from a vinyasa class. You can start at a kickstand, foot to calf, foot to thigh. Just avoid pressing directly on your knee. Otherwise, I'll cue for hot tree to toe stand. So hips stay square, but just point your right toes out to the side. So your toes point in direction with your hip. And bring your heel in and grab it with your left hand. So bringing your heel left hip towards your right heel towards your left hip. Shoulders down your back, chest broad. You bring your right hand to your chest, resting on your heart. Now keep pressing your right hip forward, squeeze your right glute. Now if you can free both hands, feel free to bring both to your heart. You can extend them. If you want to take it to toe stand, hinge from your hips and reach your fingertips down to the floor. Then bend your standing leg and stack your heel over your toes. Walk your shoulders back towards your hip. Actively press into your left toe. Think of extending out through the crown of your head. So you're really using your core, really press down through your toe. Yeah, maybe you lift one hand, maybe both. Breathe here. Got it for 5. Make your way back up to tree and 4. Stay 3. Last 2. Breath in. And exhale, let it go. Right foot down to the mat, shake it out, hands by your sides. Ground firmly through your right leg. Again, same options here. You can take traditional tree. Otherwise, step your left foot out to the side, toes points in line with your hip. And bring your heel towards the midline of your body. And grab the outside of your foot with your right hand, heel to your hip, shoulders back, chest proud, left hand at your heart. You can rest on your chest. Again, feel free to stay here. Eventually, your knees will be side by side. If you want to take it a toe stand, begin to hinge from your hips and lean forward. Fingertips to the floor first, then bend your standing leg and stack your right heel over your right toes. If you have blocks here, you can bring them by your hips. Otherwise, work your hands back towards your hips. Become light in your left hand, bring it towards your heart. Become light in your right hand, maybe bring them both. Find your expression for 5. Got it for 4. Nice. Last 3, 2. Slowly make your way up. And exhale, let it go. Hands by your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain palms touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And inhale your right heel to the sky. And half pigeon right side, right knee outside of your right wrist. Left leg straight back behind you. Now before going down, ground through your right shin, ground through your left. Bring your hands by your hips and maybe even lift your hands to your hips. Shoulders back. Find a lightness in your hips and lengthen. And slowly lower and lean forward. Now in your pigeon pose, notice if your hips are uneven. If you have a block, you can place a block underneath your right glutes. And relax your shoulders, your neck, through your jaw. Notice the quality of your breathing. Allow your body to be in this pose without any expectation, without trying to take it or force it to go any deeper. Allow the depth to come. Stay for 3, and 2, and 1. Walk your hands back. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Send your right leg up and back. 3-legged dog, shake it out. Here you can bend your knees, stack your hip. You can stay here if you want to flip. Take it a flip dog or wild thing. Grounds lifted open, hold, and breathe. We'll meet back in a down dog in 3, and 2, and 1. Down dog. Left heel to the sky. Half pigeon left side, left knee outside of your left wrist. Right leg straight back behind you. And ground through both shins. Walk your hands back. Lighten your hips. Shoulders back, chest up. And exhale, slowly lower your chest to the floor. Again, if you need a block here underneath your left hip, use a block. If this feels too much lying on your front, go ahead and take a supine pigeon pose. Lying on your back, crossing your left ankle over your right knee, and then interlacing your fingers behind your thigh, maybe across your shin. Just settling into the pose. Breathing through any tightness you might be experiencing. Allowing yourself to be with whatever it is that you're experiencing. Last 5. Last 4. Stay 3 and 2. Hands back. Tuck your right toes. Sand your left leg up and back. Shake it out. Stack your hips. If you want to flip, go ahead and take it to a flip dog, to a wild thing, ground, lift and open. Hold and breathe for 3. Down dog in 2. And 1, back to your down dog. From your down dog, inhale, shift forward to plank. And on a 10 count, lower all the way down to your chest. Nice and slow, you've got it for 9, 8, 7. Keep your hips up for 6, 5, halfway there, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untuck your toes. Now cobra pose. Hands stay kind of by your chest bones, by your ribs. Elbows draw in. Now notice if your shoulders are lifted and put your shoulder caps down towards the mat. Tops of your toes press down. Quads engage so your knees lift. And lengthen through the crown of your head. Breathe in, lift your chest. Little to no weight here in your hands. Hold and breathe for 5. Keep pressing the tops of your feet down for 4, 3, little higher, and exhale, let it go. Gaze over your right shoulder. Rest your hands down by your sides. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Breath in and out. Inhale, come back to center. Now bring your palms underneath your thighs, pinkies side by side. So for locust pose, try to bring your hips onto your forearms. And if that's uncomfortable, keep your palms face down. Just don't have your arms underneath you, but keep your arms hugging as tight to the sides of your body as you can. Now chin stays pointed on the mat to protect your neck. Relax your left leg completely. Now reach out through your right toes as you breathe in, and exhale, lift your right leg. So your right hip point presses into your forearm, your left leg is relaxed. Lift a little higher, last 3, 2, and exhale, let it go. Switching sides, relax your right leg. Point through your left toes, and exhale, lift your left leg. Now strong here, press down into your hands, shift your weight towards your shoulders. Left hip point into your forearm, lifting a little higher, last 3, 2, and 1, exhale, let it go. Now if you can, for locust pose, inch your fingertips closer towards your knees, pinkies side by side. Fingers spread wide, use your entire palm here in your base. Bring your lips onto the mat. Lengthen through your toes, and exhale, lift your legs. Press into your hands, can you lift your thighs, can you lift your hips? Hold and breathe and lift, strong in your back. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. Lift your hips, rock your arms out from underneath you. Gaze over your left shoulder. Rock your hips side to side. And breath in and out. Breath in and out. Gaze back to center, chin on the mat. Arms out to a T. Locust pose. Inhale, lift your arms, lift your chest. Pull your shoulders together. And exhale, lift your legs. Squeeze your legs together. Arms lift as high as they can. Continue to pull your shoulders, extend out through the crown of your head. Each inhale brings you up a little higher. Hold through your exhale. Last breath in, lift, and exhale down. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. Rock your hips side to side. Come back to your breath. Now floor bow pose. If floor bow isn't in your practice, feel free to take another locust pose, another cobra. Otherwise, kick your heels towards your glutes, hands back, grab the pinky side edges of your feet. Now shoulders roll back. Now begin to lift your thighs and kick your heels away from your glutes. Now as you're kicking up and away, breathe in, lift your chest, crown of your head to the ceiling, toes to the ceiling. Floor bow pose, hold, breathe. Here. Continue to kick and lift for 5. Stay 4. Last 3, 2, and all the way down. Let it go. Gaze over your left shoulder. Rock your hips. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. Hands under your shoulders. Press up into a tabletop. In fixed firm pose, walk your knees between your hands. You want to open up your heels wide enough for your hips to sit between, so it's like your legs are making a V. And if you can sit your hips all the way on the floor, go ahead. Otherwise, keep your heels side by side so you can sit on your heels to protect your knees. If you've got a block, feel free to sit on the block. And now if your hips are all the way on the floor and you want to take it further, bring your fingertips towards your toes, lower down towards your elbows, and take your crown of your head down to the floor. And if the crown of your head touches the floor, then tuck your chin, lower down to your shoulders. So now your shoulders are on the mat, your lower back, your knees and your thighs stay pressed side by side. And if you're all the way on your back, you can reach your arms overhead, grab for opposite elbows. So continue stretching the front line of your body. And if you're in a seated position, just stay here. And breathe for 5. Stay for 4. If you're on your back, slowly work your fingertips back to your toes. Last 3. Pressing yourself back up in 2. And 1, meeting in a seated position. Everyone bring your hands down to the mat in front of you. Go ahead and step your legs back. Take some donkey kicks. Shake it out. Welcome the blood circulation back to the lower half of your legs. If you want to, take it down dog. And as you're ready, half tortoise pose, ground your knees, ankles side by side, and take a seat on your heels. So return to your prayer grip, thumbs crossed, arms long. Now for your half tortoise pose, lengthen, squeeze your navel to your spine, lower your forehead to the mat first, and then the pinky side edges of your arms. If your arms get there first, it is okay. Now once you're all the way down, stay active in your arms, so continue to press through the pinky side edges of your fingers. Maybe walk your arms further away, but as you're pressing your palms down, you're sending your hips towards your heels. And hold and breathe here. Got it for 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now see if you can lift your arms before your forehead. And with the flat back, slowly come all the way up. Keep squeezing your thighs. And exhale, relax your arms by your sides. Camel pose, come to standing over your knees. And separate your knees 2 fist distance apart. If you want to measure it out, measure it out. If you have a block, feel free to use a block in between your thighs. Otherwise, bring your hands to your lower back. Like you're sliding your hands down your pockets, shoulder blades together, pull your elbows together. Now shins down, hips forward, sternum up, chin up. You can stay right here. If you want to take it further, continue to lift out of your heart first and slowly take it back. If it's in your practice to bring your hands to your heels, go ahead and do so. You can keep your toes untucked. You can tuck your toes just to bring your heels a little closer to you. But notice what happens to your hips. Keep your hips pressing forward. Hold here for 5. Breathe here for 4. Last 3, 2, and slowly with control come all the way up. And exhale, take a seat on your heels. Bring your thighs back together. Now rabbit pose. Sweep your hands out in front of you, thumbs to the ceiling. Now without changing anything in your wrist, just sweep your hands by your sides. Thumbs to the outside of your ankles. Then fingers wrap around your heels like your fingers are trying to touch, almost like you're cupping your glute. Sit tall, breathe in, and now roll your shoulders forward. Like you're trying to tuck, bring your chin to your chest, navel to your spine, forehead to your knees. Now if you need to readjust your grip, pull tight against your heels. Begin to lift your hips. Let the crown of your head touch the floor, supporting little to no weight. And keep pulling against your heels with your arms. Body might come into a capital letter D. Hold and breathe for 5. Stay for 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hips down. Then slowly sit up tall, 1 vertebra at a time. And breath in and out. Go ahead and swing your legs out in front of you. Right foot out long, left foot against your inner right thigh. And take a basket grip with your hands. Reach your hands to the ceiling. Bend your right knee as much as you need to. And then slide your basket grip under the ball mounds of your feet. Now toes stay flexed, forehead to meet your knee. And then slowly, if your forehead's making that connection, slide your heel away from you. But maintain the forehead to knee connection. Sending your leg out as long and straight as it can go, while still maintaining that grip, while still maintaining that connection. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Slowly sit up tall, maintain your grip. Take your left foot out, bring your right foot in, square your hips, square your shoulders, bend your knee as much as you need to, basket grip over the ball mound of your foot. Toes stay flexed, forehead meets your knee, and then slowly slide your left heel away. And if your leg's completely flat on the mat, continue to engage your quad and flex your toes back towards your face. Maybe your heel lifts off the floor. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Sit up tall. Extend both legs out long in front of you. Now rock your sit bones so you're sitting nice and even. And bend your knees, flex your feet so you can reach your peace fingers around your toes. Now you want to maintain a long spine here. So shoulders stay down your back, heart lifts. Bring your stomach onto your thighs and try to maintain that compression. And if you can, take your heels further away, lengthen as you breathe in. Exhale, maybe you sink a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more time, lengthen. And exhale, fold, hold, and breathe here. Here 5. Stay 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Sit up tall. Keep your left leg long. Bring your right knee into your chest. And gently lower all the way down to your spine for half wind removing pose. Interlace your fingers. Keep both shoulders on the floor. And try bringing your right knee up towards your right armpit. And notice if your right hip wants to lift towards your shoulders. Keep your right hip pressed down and away, so more towards your left ankle. And using your biceps to squeeze your leg tight. Stay through one more breath out. And inhale back to center. Supine twist, left arm over your right leg. Let your hips stack. You can extend your right arm. You can keep gazing to the ceiling. You can gaze over your right shoulder. Again, not forcing the twist here. Just let your body do what it needs to do by using your breath and letting go of any engagement. Last 3, 2, and bring your right knee back to center. Give it another squeeze. Let your right leg lay long. Bring your left thigh towards your chest. Interlace your fingers over your knee and bring your knee towards your armpit. Again, shoulders flat up mat. Left hip point still reaches down towards your right heel. And use your biceps tight against the side of your body to bring your thigh in a little closer. Let's do one more breath out. Inhale back to center. Take your left leg and your right arm. Allow your hips to stack as you twist right. You can reach your left arm shoulder height out to a T. You can look towards your fingertips or towards the ceiling. Last 3. Last 2. And come back to center. Now square up your hips and bring both knees to your heart or towards your chest. With your hands, grab onto the tops of your shins and keep your tailbone on the floor and shoulders on the floor and tuck your chin slightly. So as much of your spine as possible on the floor. And if you can, maybe interlace your fingers. Keep your thighs side by side. Full winter moving pose. Maybe if you can, grab forearms, grab elbows. Last breath in. Squeeze a little tighter on your breath out, then bring your forehead up to meet your knees, ball pose. Squeeze yourself as tight as you can. Take one more breath in. Hold at the top of your inhale. Squeeze as tight as you can for 3. Shavasana in 2 and 1. Exhale, let your legs lay long. Let your arms rest at your sides. Take up space. And allow yourself or your body to settle into stillness. Allowing yourself to be still. Allowing yourself to relax. Just feeling your breath come and go. Feeling your heart continue to beat. And allowing things to happen without your influence. Now stay in here as long as you need to stay. But otherwise, as you're ready, welcome movement to your fingers, to your toes, to your ankles, your wrists. And you rock your head side to side. Take a full body stretch. You can bend your knees, bring them in to your heart. Give yourself a hug. And as you're ready, if you want to take a fetal position, take one or make your way into a comfortable seat. Left hand on your heart, right hand on your left, sitting nice and tall. And close your eyes, just a soft gaze to the front of your mat. Just acknowledge yourself for showing up, for setting aside some time for you. Thank you for sharing that time and your space with me. It's been a pleasure and an honor. And I wish you well. And until next time, namaste. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Keep an eye out on the social media stuff for Fahrenheit Yoga for all their live classes. You can catch it on Zoom. You can catch it on YouTube. And if there's anything else you need, feel free to reach out and help you out however you can. So thank you all for participating. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shelby.
Thank you.
Up Nora with Hot 26 at noon, and Anna.
Woo. Yeah.
Right now at 4:30 with Bark and Flow.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
There.
All right. Thank you guys. See ya.